Hey everybody, it's Drew. I'm here in New York. You can see the skyline of Hell's Kitchen and Midtown Manhattan behind me. I'm actually on top of Metro Baptist Church where we're staying this week. I wanted to give you guys a quick update as to what we're doing here. As fast as this city is, this update's going to go fast. I don't want to make the service last any longer than it has to, so try to keep up. Thursday morning was our first mission project here in New York, and we helped the people here at Metro Baptist Church organize the clothes that they'd had donated for their clothing closet. We had to sort them by gender, by size, and by season, and we did so very quickly. In fact, we got done a little early because we worked so hard. In the afternoon, we had a session with one of the pastors here. Her name's Tiffany. She talked with us about the issues surrounding homelessness in New York and what that looks like here in this city, and compared it and contrasted it to what's going on in Des Moines. Is that something that we do as a church when we go to Central Iowa Shelter Services? The kids got to express what they thought about New York in a single word, and you're seeing that on the screen now. Hey everybody, we're here in New York. If you look behind me, that's where The Great Comet plays. That's where Dear Evan Hansen and Come From Away play. Both were featured on the Tony Awards. And there's people that wanted to say hi, so here you go. You may have heard of it because it happened to win this year's Tony Award for Best New Musical. It was an emotional experience for everybody because the story hits home on multiple levels, youth and adult. Hey again everybody, we just got out of Dear Evan Hansen, and in a second you're going to see where we're at afterwards. This is a little place that they call Times Square. And as you can see, everybody is in front of the ball taking selfies. On our way back from the theater, we passed a person on the street who we perceived to be homeless that was holding a sign that said, "I feel invisible." Most of us walked right past him and didn't even notice. But feeling invisible was something that we had just seen displayed on stage for Dear Evan Hansen, and so it was kind of a God moment when we all got back and discussed it, because not all of us had seen it as it happened. So that first night, it was a good way to start our week here with a special God moment for us that helped the kids see that we're not just talking about some of the issues here, but we're actually seeing them in front of us. Jump ahead to Friday, and we're going to call this UN Day. Friday morning, we met with Pastor Tony here at Metro Baptist, and he talked to us about some of the goals that the UN are trying to achieve and what that looks like here in the city and around the globe. After that session, we headed over to the UN. We got a tour through the building. We got to see the General Assembly room, which you're seeing now. And we also got to see the Security Council room, which is a very important room in our current political climate. There was also in one of the hallways a mosaic that you're seeing now that was donated by Nancy Reagan to the UN. If you can't see it very well, it says, "Do unto others as they would do unto you." As Christians, this is something that we felt called to do, and so to be Christians in that political environment, it was something that hit home for a lot of us, and it was something that we really took to heart as we were going around looking at this governing body and its role that it plays throughout the world. It was a fun experience for all of us, and we all got something different out of it, but it was an experience that we all enjoyed and learned something from. After touring the UN, we took the subway up to Yankee Stadium and took in a Yankees game. The game happened to be rain delayed by a couple of hours, and then decided it needed to go into extra innings. So, free baseball! We didn't end up getting back to our home here for the week at Metro Baptist Church and into bed until around 3 a.m. So flash forward to Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, and we're all exhausted, but we've got mission work to do, and we knocked it out of the park. We split the groups up into working on Hell's Kitchen farm project up on the rooftop where I'm sitting now. The other group was downstairs working in the weekly food pantry to serve clients as they came in. Up here on the rooftop for the Hell's Kitchen farm project, there are dozens of blue kiddie pools filled with dirt that they use to farm and produce produce for the pantry downstairs. We were told that the pantry downstairs serves about 700 people a year, And the produce that they grow upstairs, it's all leafy greens, and they're able to produce 400 pounds of produce every year. So if you can do the math on that, that's just over half a pound of produce per client served in this neighborhood. After working in the food pantry and on Hell's Kitchen Farm Project, we headed over to Brooklyn via the subway, and we were able to help out Greater Restoration Baptist, which is a sister church to Metro Baptist. We helped them clean out the basement of their church, as well as clean off some mats that they're going to use for their summer program. It was a really fun experience for us because the church, as we're used to, this was a literal hole in the wall. You wouldn't think this was a church unless you saw the sign, but that's what made it so great. They utilize the space that they have, and they use it to the best of their abilities. And it's really awesome to see that working for God and for the ways that they use it to help out their community. After we finished at Greater Restoration Baptist, we hopped back on the subway and headed over to the Brooklyn Promenade, where you can see in one shot the Brooklyn Bridge, Lady Liberty, and Lower Manhattan. It was a really fun experience for all the kids to see all of this, and it was a fun experience to walk back across the Brooklyn Bridge into Manhattan. We all got somewhere around 20,000 steps in today, and we're looking forward to more tomorrow. So as you guys are watching this, we're actually going to be attending church at Park Avenue Christian Church here in New York, not the one down the street. And we will be taking in Central Park and some of the museums around there tomorrow afternoon. I really want to finish this by saying thank you to all of you for helping us get here and helping us give this experience to our youth. This has been an educational and eye-opening experience for all of them, and that would not be possible without the help that you guys have given us and the way that you help us and support us. So thank you, and we can't wait to get home and share all of these stories with you and show you what we've learned and what we've experienced. Bye.